A lot of these women go over to Dubai and get stained up and come back
Flued out.
flossing.
That's why Farrakhan to be over there to get flued out.
Yeah.
Selling his people out.
Yeah. That's the only way that, Jake really can seem like he made it out or about something. Sell your people out, man. That scripture that been wicked men in Israel. Look up that scripture that been wicked men in Israel. I think it was
Like among my people are wicked men, or
that were found wicked men in Israel that persuaded
Maccabees one?
yeah. That's it.
I can get it.
Yeah, because I mean, anytime you see people looking like they well off and, they done took all the right steps in this place to get somewhere. No, they really took shortcuts and sold their people out, compromised their integrity, did some wickedness. Because how else could Esau trust you with his riches? That's just like in the criminal world. Another criminal ain't gonna trust you unless they know you done hit licks or you done got some type of filth on you, or else they ain't gonna trust you. And that's just how Esau operate, but he just put a suit on. He's the real criminal, man. He's red.
Crimson.
You ain't gonna get nowhere unless you just prepared to say the hell with morality and integrity and go after the bag like how these other sellouts do, man.
And I got a quick article because I did a lesson on it. But it's titled Mario Torres Manumission. It says in 1710, the Mario Torres Manumission Act was enacted in Virginia. It was the legal act of releasing slaves for good deeds as defined by the national public policy, which that public policy was that black people were not able to enjoy the fruits of so-called white society. It said this freedom could be granted to a slave for saving the life of a slave master, creating an invention of a slave master could profit from, or the most commonly used, snitching on a slave who decided that they wanted to be free or run away and organize revolt. So that whole selling out, that goes back to slavery. You were rewarded for selling your own people out, whether you saved a slave master, his life, how you really saving his life from another slave, if anything. Creating an invention, which means you probably created some type of torture device you could use against your own people. Anything that could benefit them at the cost of your own people, you got a reward for it. So that's selling out, snitching, because it goes on to talk about how there was over 200 slave revolts, and most of them failed because of a snitch. So here you are forming some type of plan to free your people, but you got one snitch in there who's looking out for himself and say, well, look, I want to be free, so I'm gonna make y'all lives harder, ruin this plan, but now now I'm free. So I'm free versus y'all. And that created that idea of selling your own people out, man, for your own filthy gain. Farrakhan know what the fuck, he know exactly what he's doing, man. He know exactly what he's doing, but that money's too good.
Yeah. Why else would they have an opposition on TV, large gatherings, unless he was controlled? They do that, control opposition. It's the same with these Democratic parties. Oh, we gonna seem like we against each other, but really we in league, That anybody that was really about their life or really about going against the wicked system, where they at today? In the dirt. Even though they own people. Like this past couple weeks, I've just been reminding people of JFK. It ain't gonna be. It ain't no more like him, because he was from that, but he was going against that. They took him out. So what you think Kamala Harris and they working for them people, man? Ain't nobody that's trying to do something for the people that's on the bottom to make it equal. That's dumb. Like, do you think in our kingdom we gonna be trying to make shit equal for our slaves? Hell no. People live in a fairy tale world, man. Whatever you do, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing here to make it equal for you, man. It's set up for you to be fucked up here, man. And lesser than your oppressors, man.
Mark 8:36. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?
Right. I mean, hey, you see this time is speeding up quick. So just imagine now in this time, motherfuckers selling out. You ain't gonna even get to enjoy the full life. You're gonna be like, man, I knew I shouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? But hey, just to seem like you on some type of level to everybody else. You know? Moses was a perfect example of suffering with his people, man. He like, nah, I don't want to be called the son of Pharaoh, son of Pharaoh, or grandson of Pharaoh.
Son of Pharaoh.
Yeah. I belong over here with my people, even if they getting jacked up. But what? Moses took somebody out for, you know what I'm saying?
For his people.
For his people.
What does people do when he took them out?
They instantly was gonna go jail.
Oh, you gonna do me like you did that Egyptian nigga?
Yeah.
These niggas, man. These niggas, man.
Hey, you know.
Nigga.
Yeah. You know, and that's exactly, you see that now a lot. They getting on Sleazy E line. What's on? You got the nigga. Yo, get off of him. Leave him alone. Y'all wrong. What? Like ain't no courteousness among enemies.
They said the main people who was trying to protect Esau in them slave revolts was black women, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Stop it. He supposed to come lay with me later. Like Tariq Nasheed said, them butter biscuits, man. Like,
Man, where's butter biscuits?
for what? Like, don't you know the Most High is in control of this, man? And what he got going on? So if you pleasing to the Most High and for your people, don't you think that he got the ability and the capability and the power to have your burden light in this affliction? Yo, we deserve it. We deserve it. And accepting that affliction, you know, you can find mercy in that. But you know, our people love taking the easy way out, man. Trying to. And a lot of our women get with Esau thinking they gonna stop the curses. But what oftentimes happen? He end up taking their ass out. Like, so you you just got closer to the enemy. You know? Once he get his jollies off and got something he never had before, what? He gonna be like, yeah, it's time to get rid of this motherfucker. Like, you know, they don't want to be seen with you.
Yep. One of y'all brothers sent that video with that dude guy with that African woman, possible Israelite woman. She got decapitated.
Yeah, kind.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. See how that worked?
And you know,
On their honeymoon.
you know, shit. I got jacked up with a damn Edomite riding in my shit.
Damn.
That was like my first accident and shit.
Damn.
Like, you know what? It's your ass, motherfucker. Like, and you know when you catch hell, like it come to you like a light bulb. Like, man, get the fuck out of my shit. You know, and you know, people in the town was like, man, this motherfucker a bad luck. Everywhere he goes, some bad shit happen. I'm like, yeah, it was definitely him then, cause I done went my whole life without getting into no accident. But you know, hey, man, the Lord gonna make you see something, man, when he trying to show you something. You know, that was back when we try to, oh, this is a good one right here, you know.
Hey, I had some Edomite friends, you know. Separate thyself. We all probably did. This is Sirach 6:13. It says, separate thyself from thine enemies and take heed of thy friends. got to get the bad blood from around you.
Yeah.
And what I found out is that the Most High had taken from you. I had to lose, you could say, contact over a few over the year, and that's because I perceived that really they wasn't my friend. You know, we wasn't really cool. You know, everything was all spick and span so long as I wasn't, you know, looked at as, I don't know, a loser or something. But once time realized that I'm not just this loser you thought, now it's like, well, we don't like you then. It was like, well fuck you then, you know?
Yeah.
So, and I was just like, you know, that's a damn shame. I just lost a group of people over that bullshit. But I said, you know what, that shows me that they wasn't really cool with me in the first place. And the Most High take those people from you. And I'm grateful for it. There was a guy I was cool with for a long time. I realized eventually over the years that he was never my friend, but I was trying to be his friend, but he was never mine. So when I cut him off, that wasn't no problem. You know, my mom be like, oh, but you guys were so close. I said, if that was the case, why was I able to cut him off so easily? Like, why wouldn't we try to communicate after it just stopped? Because we was never cool to begin with. And I'm glad the Lord did that, because I ain't trying to be around niggas, man. I will sit at home alone every day and have peace. And then, hold on, wait, I just thought of the scripture.
Joy in my thoughts. Yeah.
I just thought of the scripture. Oh, shit. What? Oh, man. It's going to take a minute for me to find it. Yeah,
While you finding it, you know, and that happened. I came to a point in my life where it was like, you know, and this was like everything was going good, you know, like when you in that prosperity moment, you know, and I'm just like, you know what? I wonder who really. Cause you know, I never had a problem being a friend to people. Like you said, I was being people's friend, but they wasn't my friend back type of deal.
Right.
So I'm like, you know what? Well, whoever don't have my best interest at heart the way I have theirs, just remove them away from me.
He'll do it.
Man, I'm telling you, like that same week, family members, children, mom, like just every person you wouldn't think of, you know, like you think they really there for you because you around them a lot. Man, showed me that. I was like, you know what? I can't even be mad because I asked this out of my own mouth. Yeah. But on the flip side of that, people who I never thought would have my back was right there. You know what I'm saying? Like with everything I needed, and I was just like, I couldn't do nothing but just like you know, overwhelmed with joy, like how the Lord showed me. Dismantle everything that I had going on, but still kept me like, you know, cool out here. You know, fucked up, but not fucked up. If you get what I'm saying, like, so it was like, man, I'm glad I did that. You know, because it ain't nothing worse than living, thinking and expecting people to be a certain way, and they really ain't like that.
No, that's,
you know,
You done walked the green mile for this nigga.
Man, you heard me.
Walk
Like, man, I was about to do this on your behalf, and this, like, man, I'm glad I ain't throw my fucking life away for this shit. You know? And I was like, man, I couldn't have asked that at a better time in my life, you know?
I found that it's Proverbs 17:1. Bitter is a dry morsel, and quietness therewith, than a house full of sacrifices with strife.
Yeah.
So it's better. In fact, it's a precept to that, because it and I'm gonna pull that too, because what the scripture says is that the scripture says that just because you have less doesn't mean that's something that's bad. And I'm gonna read it because it says that a mean estate is not always to be despised. But it's a quick precept. This is Proverbs 15:17. No, you know what? Okay, yeah, it says, better is a dinner of herbs, and that's not a delicacy, you know what I'm saying? Dinner of herbs. It says, better is a dinner of herbs where love is than a stalled ox and hatred therewith. So better is it to have a plate where there's nothing you can say delicious. It's just a plate full of essentials, but you got love there. You know, you got some peace in the room with the peoples, Then I have a stalled ox, meaning you can have the motherfucking, you can have the 5-star plate at the restaurant or whatever, and it says in hatred therewith, you know, but because of the attitude and the atmosphere is still evil. What good is that good ass steak or that good ass meal when you can't even really enjoy it because you got a wicked woman, you know what I'm saying, or you got bad atmosphere. But just to quote that other script, it says, the Sirach 22 and 23, it says, be faithful to thy neighbor in his poverty, that thou mayest rejoice in his prosperity. Abide steadfast unto him in the time of his trouble, that thou mayest be heir with him in his heritage. For a mean estate is not always to be contemned, nor the rich that is foolish to be had in admiration. So a mean estate is not always to be contemned, because a lot of times, like I said, having less is more at most times. You're taking those L's on the people you know, your circle getting smaller, you in a mean estate, and it may seem like it's bad, but you may look and say, well, you know, at least I got quietness, at least I got peace, at least I'm wholesome, like at least I got a good constitution, like you're in good health, you got a good body, peace of mind, and you can't, and that's stuff that money can't buy. Money can't buy peace of mind, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Being in good health, good constitution. Like even like me, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a poor ass motherfucker. However, I still can manage to have a good diet. You know what I'm saying? I still exercise when I can, because that's really the best right there. You know? So it says, for a mean estate is not always to be contemned, nor the rich that is foolish to have an admiration. So just because they're rich, they're just some damn fools. That don't mean they should be admired, but at least they got money. Yeah, but they a bunch of damn fools.
And that's all Jake could say. Yeah. That nigga got the bag though. Right. Man, fuck that. Like, this nigga can't even go to sleep.
Right, but he's a fool. He's a fool. The fact that his wife's a hoe, his wife is a known prostitute, a harlot, like Offset. I mean, how stupid are you, man?